Hello and welcome to Blue Chip Chats. Today we're going to be talking about a strategy called a Mega Backdoor Roth and how it helps high income earners put more dollars into their retirement plans. My name is Gina DiGirolamo. I'm a certified financial planner and financial advisor here at Blue Chip Partners. Today I'm here with Dan Seder. So Dan, thank you for joining me.
Gina, thank you for having me. I am so excited.
Awesome. Well, we are going to be talking about the Mega Backdoor Roth strategy. But before we get into that, if you could start and just talk about what a basic backdoor Roth is.
A basic backdoor Roth is ideal for high-income earners. The Roth IRA has an income limitation. If you make too much money you can't contribute to a Roth IRA. So it's ideal for high-income earners. And if that high-income earner doesn't have an existing IRA balance, they can then convert all of their after-tax contributions over to Roth tax-free.
So going into the Mega Backdoor Roth strategy, how is that different? What's the key difference between a basic backdoor Roth contribution and the Mega Backdoor Roth?
So they function the same. The Mega Backdoor Roth is amplified. The numbers are just bigger. It's a bigger opportunity. Mm-hmm. And I would say the main key difference is it has to be executed on a 401k platform.
And talk a little bit more about that. How does the Mega Backdoor Roth work?
Okay, so let's go through generally. Generally, there are 3 contribution types that go into a 401k. There's an employee contribution, there's an employer match, and then there's an after-tax contribution source. Most people that come to us saying that they max out their 401k and they're doing the employee contribution and they're receiving some type of match, but they're foregoing that third bucket. A Mega Backdoor Roth is where they make an after-tax contribution through payroll into that third source, that third bucket within the 401k, and then convert those dollars over to Roth tax-free.
Could you share an example and put some numbers to how this works?
Sure. So let's just say the employee in this example is making the full employee contribution of $24,500. That's the max in 2026. Mm-hmm. For illustrative purposes, the employer, let's just say they match $10,500. So the combination of those two is $35,000 in contributions into the 401k plan. Let's table that number for a second, $35,000. The maximum using all 3 sources, including the after-tax bucket that can go in, is called the 415C limit. That's $72,000 in 2026, which means that the employee can fill the gap of $37,000, the difference between $72,000 and $35,000 in after-tax contributions, and then those after-tax contributions can be converted to Roth tax-free.
And there's something called the catch-up contribution for someone over the age of 50. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. So if you're 50 or older, you can do an additional contribution into your retirement plan. This is not new. Mm-hmm. The numbers have changed. So in 2026, it's $8,000. So if you're 50 or older, an additional $8,000 can go into your retirement plan. This generally goes in as a deferral, so it's not going to really change the after-tax opportunity that is presented here with the Mega Backdoor Roth, but it does give employees who are 50 or older an opportunity to sock away an additional $8,000 for retirement savings. And what I would say is if you're 60 to 63, mm-hmm. there's even now an additional super catch-up contribution that can be made.
So this can be a very impactful opportunity for high-income earners to save more into their retirement plan. If you could give a couple key takeaways to someone who might be in this situation looking to do this, what would that be?
Sure. I would say that by far it's the most underutilized tool for high-income earners. Very few people are executing on this. Secondly, it really elevates the amount of Roth conversions that you can do. So that's a huge benefit. The dollars here at play are much larger. When you think about that in an example where somebody's deferring after-tax contributions to their max for 10 years at a reasonable return like 7%, they might have roughly $1 million saved after 10 years in this after-tax bucket. So Roth accounts are super powerful. They don't have required minimum distributions. So the more you can sock away and fund in a Roth, the less RMDs you'll have down the road. And that allows you to control your taxable income when the government otherwise would force you to take distributions. And I would say lastly, if you're concerned about wealth transfer or transitioning accounts from your generation down to the next, Roth accounts are some of the best account types to use for wealth transfer to the next generation.
Great explanation, Dan. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks, Gina.
Absolutely. Everyone's situation is unique, so please reach out to your financial advisor or contact us at Blue Chip Partners, and we'd be happy to help review. And thanks so much for joining. Can't wait to chat again soon.